and Star Trek characters fans see themselves in. Star Trek shows an idealistic future populated by diverse, complex, and imperfect characters that look and act just like its fans. Star Trek shows an optimistic version of the future that everyone can see themselves in, and it does this by including relatable characters that fans can identify with. While epic tales may be told of the captain's stunning feats, Star Trek makes a point of also showing ordinary people aboard starships and space stations. These are the people who might dream of becoming a captain someday, or they might be content to just live their lives and do their jobs. They are the people whose imperfections make them more real, more interesting, and more like the people watching in the present. By design, Star Trek is the rare franchise that has a mirror for nearly everyone, which means it's difficult to include every character that fans see themselves in. The breadth of Star Trek through nearly 6 decades means almost every fan watching Star Trek can find at least one character they can identify with, the same way that every character represents the perspective or experience of a different part of humanity. These characters are just a very small sample of the ways that Star Trek offers characters that fans can find versions of themselves in. Adiratal Blue Del Barrio. Adiratal was a brilliant young United Earth officer searching for a place to belong, and they are Star Trek's first non-binary human character. After decades of representing transgender people through allegory like the symbiotic Trill, Adira bridged implied and actual trans representation as the human host of the Trill symbiont Tal. Adira thrived with a found family when Commander Paul Stamets, Anthony Rapp, and his husband Dr. Hugh Colbert, Wilson Cruz, took responsibility for Adira and their romantic partner Grey Tal, Ian Alexander, as mentors and father figures, not unlike modern LGBTQ+ youth. Aside from an important coming-out scene, Adira's gender took a backseat to their storylines as a scientist and a host. After Wesley Crusher, Will Wheaton, on Star Trek: The Next Generation, Star Trek: Deep Space Nine included its own resident teenager, Jake Sisko, son of Captain Benjamin Sisko, Avery Brooks. Compared to boy genius Wesley,